Hello everyone, my name is Paula Ferrara and this is my presentation for the Midwest ACSM conference entitled Exploration of Temporal Changes in Exercise Behavior, Perceived Fitness, and Identity in Former High School Athletes Entering College. Now, in recent years, researchers have documented extreme deficits to health in different athlete populations. As the culture of sports has changed over the decades, physical, mental, and emotional problems previously seen only in former professional athletes have started to be observed in former college and now former high school athletes after they retire from sports. Many of these health deficits can be improved with the practice of regular physical activity. However, current athlete transition programs generally do not focus on health behavior maintenance, and this is a problem considering the fact that former athletes' physical activity levels decline after retirement from sport despite their training background. Now, several researchers have begun to develop theories regarding this phenomenon. However, many of these theories are still early on in development and are dependent on cross-sectional measurements. Therefore, causation cannot yet be determined. This brings us to the purpose of my current study, which was to utilize both quantitative and qualitative methods to document and explain temporal changes in exercise behavior, perceived fitness, and identity in former high school athletes during their freshman year of college. This study utilized a convenient sample of former high school athletes who were not participating in either club or varsity sports during their freshman year of college. Recruitment lasted about 5 weeks at the beginning of their freshman year, and those who were interested in being part in the study completed a Zoom eligibility screening and were admitted to the study on a rolling basis over time. The study utilized an explanatory sequential mixed methods design. Each participant took part in a 24-week-long quantitative data collection period, during which they completed 8 emailed surveys every 3 weeks, examining their perceived fitness, exercise behavior, and changes to athlete and exercise identity. At the end of this time period, the results were analyzed and used to build our qualitative methods. A subsample of our population completed individual interviews exploring their exercise experiences, and this occurred in the last 2 weeks of the study. These results were then analyzed and cross-referenced with the quantitative results to determine if certain themes pertain to observed patterns in data from the surveys. Overall, 35 individuals completed the entire survey protocol, consisting primarily of 18 to 19-year-old white women and representing 17 different sports. A hierarchical mixed models analysis showed no significant changes to measured variables over time, with an exception to an increase in aerobic exercise volume driven by the small number of men at the beginning of the study. Through an idiographic visual analysis, we noticed substantial inter- and intra-individual changes over time, and intraclass correlation coefficients confirmed participants' fitness, exercise, and identity fluctuated considerably over the course of the study. Finally, based on Likert scale data from our surveys, participants' most prominent barriers to exercise were time devoted to schoolwork, while their least prominent barriers were exercise not being fun and the monetary cost associated with exercise. Moving on to our qualitative results, 14 individuals completed the interview portion of the study, 4 men and 10 women with similar demographics to the larger population sample. A thematic analysis yielded 5 themes exploring participants' exercise experiences. Theme 1 was adapting to transition. Theme 2 was from athlete to athletic exerciser. Theme 3 was motivational determinants to exercise. Theme 4 was within person precondition. And Theme 5 was environment. So in the integration phase of our study, we interpreted our quantitative and qualitative results together. First off, at the group level, overall, we did not see much variation, and our data indicated that the sample as a whole was maintaining healthy levels of exercise and fitness. However, once we looked at the individual level, we realized that measures of central tendency were not representative of behavior, and extreme variability was present in our measured variables across the entire population. Now, one of the strengths in utilizing mixed methods was that we collected in-depth information as to why some of this variation occurred. And as we conducted our analysis, we realized that many of the factors participants cited as affecting their behavior could be categorized based on the social ecological model. So, for example, some of the qualitative factors included COVID-19 at the societal level, stress from school at the community level, available social supports at the relationship level, and a positive feedback loop that occurred between athlete identity and exercise, which occurred within the individual. Participants stated that as they navigated some of these factors and others over time, exercise and its associated variables also fluctuated over the course of the study. Now, the study is not without its limitations. In particular, surveys themselves caused a certain amount of reactivity bias in our population. Additionally, we were working on a short time frame with a limited population amidst COVID-19, so the results may not pertain to other former athlete populations during a normal school year. Future directions include repeating the study's methods with other athlete populations, beginning pre-efficacy testing for future interventions based on the data from this study, and further exploring certain aspects of our data to flesh out former athletes' transition experiences further. With that said, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and any questions can be directed to my email, which is ferrara@hope.edu.